They're supposed to be public servants. They're there to serve the public.
Last night on KXAN News at 6, our investigators showed you how the agency supposed to protect you and your pet may not always show you records about animal doctors facing discipline. Avery Travis is back tonight with more of our findings.
We're taking a closer look at how this agency investigates complaints against veterinarians who may break the rules.
Scoot. Scoot boy. Out of all the horses I've ever had, I mean, she's,
A few years ago, Heather Kutiba noticed her 5-month-old horse, Dazzle, seemed sore in one of her front legs. After treatment by a specialist at a Texas veterinary hospital, Kutiba says the filly developed a problem with her hind limbs as well.
She would have walked through fire if I'd asked her to. And she couldn't move a few steps without agony.
She filed a complaint against the veterinarian about Dazzle's care in early 2016 with the State Board of Veterinary Medical Examiners.
I felt like I had done my part. I had put the case in their hands and that they would investigate and then respond appropriately or respond at all. And that's just not what happened.
After more than 500 days, court records reveal the board had yet to close her case.
I felt that there were other people at risk because of their inaction.
In late 2017, she sued the doctor. Then, in 2018, sued the vet board. By then, the case had been open for 700 days, despite the vet board's own mission to resolve complaints within an average of 180 days. KXAN investigators scoured vet board records to find, out of more than 1,800 complaints received over the last 5 years, the board said it had revoked 0 vet licenses and suspended around 40. Board meeting documents show it agreed to fine or reprimand more than 200 others. At the board's last meeting in April, the legal department reported more than 400 cases still pending. Some, we discovered in agency documents, date back 4 years. Board members offered up potential solutions to work through the backlog.
To potentially then free us up to go forward faster.
From meeting more regularly to helping agency staff with more cases.
I'd like to see us kind of get to a point where we are a little bit more stable.
Kutiba's complaint was dismissed in 2018. She tells us Dazzle's condition never improved. The filly was ultimately euthanized. Her legal pursuits have also either been dismissed or put on hold. But last fall, she learned the veterinarian in her complaint had been indicted on animal cruelty charges in another case, accused in court records of torturing a different horse by shocking it for 30 minutes with a cattle prod. Now, state records show the vet board is trying to revoke this vet's license.
It should not have taken a grand jury to do that.
We spoke with the attorney for the veterinarian in this case. He said his client is a nationally well-respected expert in equine veterinary medicine with a deep reverence for the lives of horses.
Obviously, that case will play out in court, but would the vet board normally revoke a vet's license after they've been charged with a crime?
Well, they can, but we also know some board investigations do stay pending while a criminal case plays out. Now, criminal charges are not. In each case, the veterinarian involved has to agree to the board's discipline in a signed board order. Remember those hundreds of cases we mentioned tied up in the vet board's legal department? Well, veterinarians can contest their case instead of signing and push for it to go before a judge with the State Office of Administrative Hearings, or SOA. This vet's case is scheduled to go before SOA next year.
And only final or agreed disciplinary actions are public.
That's right. The association who represents veterinarians in the industry say this is important because oftentimes competitors or even disgruntled employees will file complaints against other vets. They said if a complaint is filed but later found to be meritless, the public does not benefit from seeing the allegations in it, and the veterinarian's reputation could be irreparably damaged despite no finding of wrongdoing. The association says this means the board has to devote considerable resources to investigating each complaint to ensure this complaint process doesn't get abused.
And previously, the agency's executive director discussed how staff turnover led to a backlog specifically with SOA cases. Do they have a plan to address this?
That was significant discussion in the board meeting, but the board did not agree to an interview with us. We do know the agency recently hired a full-time attorney, though, and is hiring a second now to help. In a statement, the board said it was working closely with lawmakers who are reviewing this agency as a part of the Sunset Advisory Commission.
And we have that full statement online now. Thanks, Avery.